Cherry Pie. Definitely a rock classic and a song that Omaha was able to hear live last Friday night when Warrant took the stage at the Ralston Arena. I had the chance to speak with them just before they treated Omaha to their live show. Hey guys, Dustin Dales here. I'm very excited, my guest tonight. Warrant headlining the Ralston Arena. How's it going, guys?
Woo! Let's party! That's very well, I think.
Yeah, very well. Yeah, exactly. Very well. Yeah. Well, for those folks that don't know you guys, go ahead and introduce yourself. Kind of tell them who you are.
Yeah, my name's Eric Turner, guitar player for Warrant.
And I'm Robert Mason, and I sing in the band Warrant.
Yeah, and we've
pretty
been on.
Soon. We're going to be on.
We're going to be on here in about an hour. We're going to be on stage, shaking our moneymakers.
There you go, shaking the moneymakers. Now, what is your guys' pregame ritual? I see you've already got something to start.
I hydrate as much as possible and warm up, and then I just see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah,
what do you hydrate with?
Ice water.
Ice water, I got you.
Mexican ice water.
They won't let me hold anything in anything other than one of these clear plastic
Very
cups.
classy.
So.
It's Patron Silver.
Sounds like college football rules, if you ask me.
That sounds like
it has to be the plastic cup.
That sounded like an endorsement right there.
It's Mexican mouthwash.
I never touch this stuff.
But yeah, we've been touring all summer long. It's been great. We were down at the Iowa State Fair. We were just talking about that. It's always exciting for me to come to Omaha. I was born in Omaha, Nebraska, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
You still reside here?
I never resided here, really. I mean, 18 months, the first 18 months of my life, and then my parents moved to Southern California, where I've lived ever since. But we would go to Des Moines, Council Bluffs to visit family, relatives, aunts, uncles, grandparents when I was a kid. So I'm fond of this area, and it's always cool to come back, and especially to play the arena tonight.
About how often do you actually get to come back here and play?
We usually play in this area about once a year, huh?
It's, at least once, if not twice. But we have 50 states here in this great land of ours. We've got to canvass all of them, or as many as we possibly can.
We have to flyer them all.
Yes, exactly.
We used to flyer Hollywood, now we flyer 50 states. We canvass. We're like politicians, we're like Donald Trump. Hey, we're going to build a wall.
But for you environmentalists, we're not wasting paper. They're all virtual flyers now.
Now, do you guys have a favorite venue or a city you guys like to play? I know you guys get all over the place.
Man, that's such a tough question. It's just where the crowd is and where they're having the most fun. Hopefully it's tonight at Ralston Arena.
Yeah, it's true, As long as it's all about the energy that's coming from the stage to the crowd, back to the energy. It's this thing that comes back and forth. And there could be 500 people or 5,000 or 50,000, It's just all about, I guess, that energy of the power of rock and roll, That's what seduced me was that, AC/DC, Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin, those bands. It's just electricity, literally and figuratively, when they played, that goes throughout the whole arena. And
Never heard of them. I don't even know.
I live for that.
I have no idea.
I'm a junkie.
Exactly, the junkie.
A rock and roll junkie. I'm turning into Wolfman Jack, and I don't know why.
Yeah, you have a sore throat. You should take a drink of that.
Take a drink, man.
Okay.
There you go.
You sound a
feel
little
better?
rough. There you go.
Okay, he feels better.
Actually, today, September 11th, 25 years ago today, Cherry Pie, our second album, came out.
1990.
25 years, baby.
And that was it, right,
Yeah.
for you guys? That was
Yeah.
the one that certified you guys in stone, right?
It certainly helped. But, people overlooked Dirty Rotten sold just as many copies. Actually, Dirty Rotten Filthy Stinking Rich had Heaven, which was our biggest hit, to chart on the Billboard. So even though Cherry Pie took on a life of its own and became this iconic 80s rock hair metal song that we're very proud of and stoked to have, technically it's our second biggest hit.
Right.
There you go.
What do you think about it? Do you guys go to the bars much, see some karaoke, you see people up there singing Cherry Pie, and did they butcher it, in your opinion, or do you love seeing the drunk?
Well, it depends on how much I've had to drink, or my ears have had to drink. Now, if I'm drinking as much as they are, it probably sounds great. Sober, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not about good or bad. It's about fan enthusiasm. The fact that you get to play these songs and people remember them and sing the words back to you, it's the coolest thing in the world. So, you go out to the odd karaoke bar, you see it playing a movie every once in a while or on a video game or whatever. It's, once again, it's a cool gift. Not to be too serious, because it's not really that serious. It's just a great, fun job.
Yeah, it's a fun song. It's a party song. Warrant's
Exactly.
always been a good time band. We've never
Yeah.
really got into any really heavy topics like politics or religion or stuff like that. It's more like, partying, having a good time out with your friends, chicks and...
Exactly. There's enough serious stuff going on in the world. If we can get you to come out to a show and maybe forget your problems and be nostalgic for some things you might remember,
Yeah,
then
go back and,
job well done.
Yeah, go back and look at some of our early flyers from 1984, 1985, and that was what the essence of the band, the spirit of the band. You know, now we're a little more mature, I guess, now than we were back then, but we still love to have a good time, and we want people to come out to our shows and have a good time.
Do you feel like your music has changed over the years, like from the beginning, the first 5 years as compared to the last 5 years? Do you feel like there's a big difference, or do you feel like you guys are still kind of on that same page, just with new ideas?
I don't know, the spirit's still there, but are you the same person you were 20 some odd years ago? I don't think any of us were. So there are bound to be changes, but the kid that was still in his early teens, you know, you first hear your favorite bands and that's what inspires you to get in a garage band or, you know, jump up and down on your bed with a tennis racket when you're a little kid and pretend you're somebody, you know.
Ace Frehley?
That's it, yeah, right, Paul Stanley. That's still there. That thing is still there, and that if that never dies, you're always a kid when you get up there on stage. It's the coolest thing.
Now, rock music has changed a lot over the years. Do you guys, is there any bands that are up and coming that you have a big appreciation for, you think got a good future?
Yeah, I mean, it's not to name names, it's just every time you hear a cool riff, or you see a band and you go, oh, and you see, what I get off on is seeing where their influences lie. And that's the cool thing, then seeing a band where they seem to have taken whatever they do and they put it through their filter, and it comes out sounding like nobody's ever done it before. That's another cool thing. So it's cyclical. Everybody steals, everybody draws from their influences, but it's always growing and changing. As much as the industry and the electronic thing versus the, you know, everything like that, it'll probably never completely squash that spark of creativity that I talked about. Like every time you see it in a bunch of young guys, you're like, oh, that was us, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm an optimist, and rock and roll will never die.
There you go.
Where do you see it? Do you see it kind of more? Let me back up a little bit. So a lot of genres kind of are converting into other genres. Do you feel like rock? What do you think rock might go towards more? Is it like there's a lot of country?
I have no idea. I have no idea, man. I have no idea,
Man, honestly, that's, you know, nobody's got a crystal ball. A good song is a good song. And I think what shows through is innovation, creativity, and truth. And if you're faking it, everybody knows. And if you're telling the truth, everybody knows.
Yeah, and, you know, fake it till you make it.
Exactly.
That's what we did.
Yep.
You faked it a long time. You made it pretty good, right?
Yeah, I heard they have machines.
Those are my words of wisdom to you young aspiring rocker
Exactly,
out there.
kids. Act like it.
So where are you guys headed after Omaha?
We're going to the world's largest popcorn festival. 250,000 people. Yeah, I just read that online.
What?
No,
Oh, yeah,
250,000 people go to this
Exactly.
event. It's in Marion, Ohio, just outside Columbus. It's popcornfestival.com. Check it out. We're playing there tomorrow night, and I plan on eating some really good popcorn.
They had a lot of corn a few months ago, if you didn't
Right?
notice. Remember we were driving through, saw a bunch of corn. So there's liable to be some
It's good corn.
life-changing popcorn there
Hopefully
as
not
well.
too many GMOs in that.
Yeah, exactly.
Corn.
Exactly. Well, I appreciate your
Orville
time.
Redenbacher, yeah!
It's another endorsement.
Another endorsement. He's full of endorsements, this guy. He's full of them.
Full of shit.
You guys got any albums coming up or anything you want to plug and kind of you're working on?
We're writing songs.
There you go.
I've been playing some riffs. He's got some ideas. Jerry's been writing stuff. Joey's been writing stuff. We just need to get it all together.
Let's say early 2016,
Early 2016. Expect some good stuff from you guys.
which is,
huh?
if I'm not incorrect, next year.
Yeah. Tell him he's wrong if you see him in 2016 June and we still don't have a
Exactly, and
CD
if we don't
out.
have a record.
Robert, you lied to me, man.
Come find me. I'm easy to find. I'm the one in the middle with the loud mouth and the mic.
We're gonna go rock. Thanks, bro.
Thank you guys. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Have a good show, guys.
Thanks.